Back like we never left. SV here with another live reaction to Nano Machine. This week we read in chapters 69 to 71, so you know the vibes. Last chapter, the cliffhanger was we saw our boy Prince Yo headed to this blacksmith Sung Wong, who's supposed to, you know, make him a sword. After asking Prince Yo to like demonstrate some techniques, we find out that the blacksmith says it's impossible to make a sword for him. So we're gonna see why he can't make a sword, what's going on with that. So let's hop in, because I'm ready. Nano Machine chapter 69, let's go. So we start out right off the bat. I think forging your sword will be impossible. Right off the jump, we're gonna see why, bro. He goes, what? What do you mean impossible? Again, like, Prince Yo, like, what do you mean impossible, bro? Can you give me that sword for a second? So, okay, so Prince Yo hands him the sword. He goes, why? Ding! Oh, shit. So he takes his hammer, he hits the sword a little bit, and it shatters into a bajillion pieces, bro. It just shatters into shrapnel. It wasn't just the part. It wasn't just the part hit by the hammer that broke. Nearly the entire sword shattered, yup. Whole thing. I thought it'd be fine since I wasn't performing the technique against an actual person, but your sword techniques aren't something that a normal sword can handle. Oh my goodness. Then what if you made some, what if you just made the sword extra sturdy? If this was something that could be overcome with that technique, I would do so. In order for the sword to be able to withstand your sword techniques, it has to at least be made with cold iron. Cold iron. Okay. So is this going to be something he's going to have to go get? So we see, okay. Cold iron is metal imbued with the cold energy of the North Sea. Okay. And it is far harder than your average iron. But it's such a rare material, our cult only provides it to brigade leaders and above. Oh shit. Oh. I knew that the heavenly demonic sword art was powerful, but I didn't think it was to this degree. I'm sorry. After seeing your amazing techniques, my passion as an artisan is raging, excuse me, but it can't be helped. I'll just have to pass the 5th test and obtain the rank of brigade leader. Since the next best thing I can make you is a blade. Please show me your blade techniques. Yes. Fortunately, after seeing the butterfly dance, Sun Wong deemed that he was capable of forging a suitable blade with his skills. Cool. He told me to return to pick it up in half a month. Lit. So he didn't get a sword, unfortunately, but he got something to use with the butterfly dance, which is sick, bro. Individual training room. I'm sensing more people than usual. Quite a few cadets achieved expert martial prowess today as well. I can't lose to them. I have to reach master prowess. Facts. Talk to him. So should I take these one at a time, or perhaps both at once? So we see the little medicine balls he got for passing the tests. Wow, he did both at once? Bro, nah. So we see him, he just full send, bro. He grabbed both of the medicine balls and just bloop. Whatever. I don't have time to think about this. Nano, I'm going to cultivate using the heavenly demonic sword art. So help me absorb the energy of the black medicine balls. The black dragon medicine balls. A large amount of energy-rich substance has been ingested. The energy is amplifying at a rapid rate by mixing with the energy at one of the 14 meridians. Your pressure point could be overloaded if energy dispersion is minimized and your metabolism is accelerated. So you're saying it'll hurt like hell. Don't explain in such a roundabout fashion. Founding cult leader of the Poison Clan, Bake Yu, the man known as the 10,000 Poison Lord. Although he was knowledgeable about medicine as much as he was about poison, he had to bear a myriad of trial and error when he was first making the Black Dragon medicine balls. Okay, so this is from the Poison Clan guy. Interesting. And thus, the Black Dragon medicine balls were created to be the perfect size for safely absorbing ki without training any pressure points. So we see Prince Yo going crazy, practicing. Oh fuck! Your great vertebral vessel has ruptured. Replicating cells quickly restore the injured area. Oh shit! So one of his blood vessels or his veins or something just fucking popped, bro. Yo. If I didn't have Nano, all my vessels and pressure points might have ruptured and led to my death. Maybe instead of the heavenly demonic sword arts, breathing and cultivation technique, I should have gone with the 1,000 martial breathing technique. Oh my god. So you see blood everywhere, bro. Oh my goodness. The body pillar, spirit platform, reaching yang, middle of the spine, and suspended pivot vessels have all ruptured, healing injuries immediately. Oh my goodness, bro. I feel like I'll faint if I lose focus for even a second, but I have to endure it. In Cheon Yo-woon's case, where he swallowed two at the same time, it was natural that the energy flow inside his body would rampage. 4 hours later, my man's panting. You see blood all over the floor, bro, everywhere. I almost died. I should never overdose on it again. Well, duh. Come on, bro. What are you? Fucking asshole, bro. Scumbag cat. Yeah, bro, like, man said I should never overdose again. Like, bro, duh. What's good, Jake? Come on, man. I wonder how much my ki increased by. According to my calculations, I should have gained at least over 40 years worth of ki with Nano's help. Okay? Huh? How can this be? I gained 60 years worth of ki. That's not all. Okay. So this probably has to do with the breathing technique he used to like absorb this medicine, right? That's not all. The flow of ki inside my body has improved too. Oh, interesting. Did the repetitive destruction and healing of the pressure points cause them to become stronger and more durable? So yeah, it has to be because of that. So because his pressure points and shit were like rupturing while he was absorbing this medicine and they healed up, they obviously just gained more strength. So now he's buff. I can now effectively double the amount of ki I use on my techniques. That's insane. So we see my man, 2 fingers, auraed up. He's ready. He's about to just break something. Oh my god. Whoa. My ki sword is now twice as long and dense. Pause. Bro, but the man's keyblade, the sword, is looking fierce, bruv. This might actually be stronger than instructor Ho Jin Chang's ki sword. Bro. I haven't been able to reach master prowess yet, since I lack realization. But I've successfully laid down the foundation that I need with my ki. I guess it's time for me to start learning the second half of the heavenly demonic sword art. Nano, extract the ki cultivation method from the 3rd floor monolith and transfer the heavenly demonic sword art as well as the sword demon destructive sword technique from it. So my man's, now he's, after absorbing this medicine, gaining 60 years worth of extra ki to just make him ever stronger. Now he's gonna go back into what he learned on the 3rd floor and try to actually absorb that shit too? He's gonna be ridiculous, bro. Understood. Transferring the 2 techniques to the user's brain. King. Huh? Nano, how many tries did it take for the destructive sword technique to nullify the heavenly demonic sword? The destructive sword technique nullified the Thor technique of the heavenly demonic sword art on the 93rd try. 93rd? Jesus Christ, bro. No wonder there were so many more sword marks on the monolith than before. 93rd strikes, bro? 93, I mean? This means that the 3rd technique of the heavenly demonic sword art is much stronger than the previous 2. Nano, are you able to transfer the 3rd technique to my body? You have currently hit your limit. Any more use of the muscle is not recommended, as it could stunt the user's growth. But is it still possible, right? If you are satisfied with your body and in its current state, it is still possible. Although it will put strain on your body, you are able to perform the technique just once. Wait, really? Since the 2nd technique was much stronger than the 1st, I am curious. I'll have to test it out. So man, eyes open. Stance widens. Choose the keyblade out. Oh shit. So we see his body is just fucking taking damage while he's doing this shit though. Boom, he falls to his knees. Due to excess movements, all of the muscle of your body have been ruined. I'm dead. Starting instant recovery. It's definitely something that would be hard to perform without it being transferred directly into my body. Wait. I managed to damage the floor with just the blast waves of the technique? That's crazy. So we see there's like a bunch of like circular marks on the floor as well. No wonder it took him 93 tries. I wonder how powerful the 3rd technique of the destructive sword technique is to able to nullify such technique. I have to try it out once all my muscles recover. Yeah, duh. That's definitely the good idea, bro. My man, he's just working hard, bro. We see him just jump in the air, slashes everywhere. It really is incredible. To be able to perfectly nullify the 3rd technique of the heavenly demonic sword art by simply combining ordinary sword movements. There wasn't any strain on my body, but the combination of sword movements has gotten way too complex. Is this even something that the average swordsman could master? That's the thing, bruh. That's what I'm starting to believe also, is that right here, Prince Yo, he's able to do this simply because he has an advantage from the future. Like the nano chip in his brain was given to him from the future. So he has an extra advantage to be able to learn this. So how was someone able to learn this or make this up without that? That's just think of the level of strength they had to have, bro. It's fucking crazy. If canceling the 3rd technique was this difficult, I wonder what the 4th technique will be like. Nano, transfer the techniques on the 4th floor monolith as well. Understood. King, 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 king. So we see him. He's meditating and he's picturing all the stuff in his brain. He goes, something is off. I can't seem to come to a conclusion. Nano, use augmented video to show me 2 techniques using each other, going against each other. Understood. Displaying augmented reality in the user's vision. Commencing augmented video of the two techniques dueling each other. Heavenly demonic sword art. The fourth technique. Destructive sword technique. The fourth technique. So we see clang clang, and boom, when someone gets smoked. Both swords broken. So they both each destroyed each other's swords. So what does that mean? I don't believe this. So Prince Yo looks stunned, bro. The destructive sword technique wasn't able to beat the heavenly demonic sword art. Wait, so he wasn't able to beat it? Whoa. So wait, was it never finished? Okay, hold up. Let's keep going here, bro. So if this is the case, is it setting up a thing where our boy is gonna have to create his own thing to beat it and not have to keep like downloading and copying the ones that are on the Monolith already? Okay, let's keep going, bruv. Oh my god, that was crazy, bro. You see, cling, cling, boom, both swords break. No matter how many times I run the simulation, the result is a tie. But it's weird. I can't believe the final movement of the heavily demonic sword is capable of stopping the destructive sword technique at its peak. Nano, how many sword marks of the destructive sword technique were there? There were marks of approximately 130 tries. And in the final attempt, it cut off the corner of the monolith. Oh, and on the final attempt, it cut off the corner of the monolith on the 24th sword movement. In order to slice off the sapphire monolith, not only do you need to imbue ki into your weapon, you need to highly concentrate it. I'm sure the final movement of the heavenly demonic sword was able to block the technique due to it requiring an extremely powerful materialized ki. So is this what he's missing? So being able to like make his ki strong enough to be able to cut that sapphire like OD? I guess cutting a piece of the sapphire monolith off was a way of venting his frustrations of being unable to defeat the techniques using ordinary sword movements. He challenged a man with absolute power in the past through sword marks. And he was enraged because he couldn't beat him in the way he wanted to. What an amazing person. That's fucking insane. So it wasn't even a thing where he cut the piece off in the technique. Nah, he got pissed and was like, yo, fuck this, man. I'm tight, and just cut the corner off of that shit. I might still not be properly understanding their sword techniques. In the end, I have no choice but to improve my understanding of martial arts. This man sits down. He gotta be exhausted, bro. From all the training and shit, he still got blood all over him. Come on. There's a limit to realization. There's a limit to realization I can achieve by strengthening my body and transferring the information to my brain. So I guess in the end, that's my only option. Bruh, he gonna do it, bro. He gonna do it, bruh. It's crazy because this motherfucker got so much. He has like mad time to get this past his next test, bro. So if it's a thing where he has to just level up, and it's gonna be a point where he's able to I guess either finish this technique or something, it's gonna be crazy. Demonic Academy cafeteria. So we see the whole squad laughing. It's so lively eating together like this. I like it. They had a good idea. My liege, I think that I'll be best if everyone at least eats dinner together. Huh? Why do you say that? I'm sure everyone's busy with their own training. That's why it's even more important. That's right, my liege. Personal training is important. But don't you think that as your vassals, we should build a sense of camaraderie first? They're not wrong, bro. They're not wrong. Becoming stronger by myself isn't good enough. We have to grow stronger together. Facts. For that, well, Demonic Academy supply room. As a squad leader, you are free to use as many supplies as you want. Hey. But what are you planning on writing that you need that much paper and stationery? Martial arts books. This likely won't be enough, so I'll come back later. Okay. My favorite part of the series until now is about to start. Oh shit, let's go. Let's go. So is he about to like write down his techniques he learned for everybody else? He said, what? That's gonna be at least 60 volumes worth of materials. Did he actually memorize all that or something? Half a month later, yes. We're gonna see his sword now, or his blade. Let's go. The lead said he had an important announcement. I wonder what it could be. What it might be. I'm not sure, but we just have to trust and follow him. So Myungyu is looking like, bro. Recently, young Master Cheon has been weird. Okay. So he's been off. Oh, young Master Cheon. What is it? What is that you're covered in, huh? You even have some on your face. There's just something I have to write. Oh, so he's been writing down all this shit for half a month. And I guess he's been having ink and shit on his face or whatever. I wonder if it's related to that. My liege. Everybody. And you see, boom, he's coming with the books, boy. With the books on deck. Yo, who the fuck is playing that shit outside my window, bro? Do y'all hear that shit? Somebody playing some fucking random ass shit out my window. Whatever. Is everyone here? Yes, my liege. Boom. Books hit the deck. The reason why I asked everyone to gather is so I could talk about what's to come. Starting tomorrow, I'm going into seclusion training. Wait. So he's dipping off. He's leaving to go train by himself? Let's keep going here, bruv. Seclusion training is an act of sealing yourself in a room, chamber, ECT, training for a period of time until you attain your goal. What? Seclusion training? So suddenly? What about our training then? My liege, have you decided on a term? To tell you the truth, I haven't set a specific time period. It could be 1 year or even 2 years. But I won't be coming out until I've obtained satisfactory results. Yo. He is different. Judging by the look in his eyes, he seems pretty resolute. I see. I hope you obtain what you're looking for, my liege. I hope you obtain what you're looking for, my liege. Everyone just follows in his suit. Menace, bro. Nigga said maybe a year or two. I'm just gonna, but I ain't coming out until I get results. Yo. This problem doesn't just apply to Cheon Yo-woon. It's quite likely that we'll have to enter seclusion training once we pass the 4th test. Before that, I have 2 orders I'm going to give you guys. First, everyone must pass the first test before I finish my seclusion training. Okay. Niggas say, yo, if I come out and none of y'all have passed the 4th test yet, we having problems. Everyone? Everyone's shook. I hereby accept your command. I hereby, and everyone's like, you were too loud, Wu Sojang. The 6 swords would obviously be confident, of course. But all the other cadets from your average clans feel dejected now. It's certainly a good goal to have, but it won't be easy for them, true? That's why he's gonna be like, second, I'm gonna give y'all these books to help y'all pass these tests, boy. Second order is this. Master all the martial arts books I hand to you guys. Boom. What? Martial arts books. I knew there was a reason he was covered in ink, and Moon Gyu looked so happy. He's like, our boy. I'm sure handwriting all of them was hard work. I would have helped him if he asked. I mean, of course, but he's not like that, bro. Is Arlige planning on sharing the martial arts that he learned from the 4th floor on the previous library? He actually hand-wrote expert prowess martial arts for his vassals with lower martial arts skills. Like, he's really a homie, bro. Like, just think about having Prince Yo as your lord or like squad leader or whatever, you know? He's going into seclusion training, but before he did that, he spent half a month handwriting these books for everybody so they would be able to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a level of dedication that a lot of the people in this story wouldn't give to their followers, you know? So you gotta respect it. You have to. Take it in order of which called forth. First off, Hyo Bong. Yes, my liege, huh? Wait, are they specialized to each person? Okay, let me see. He calls Hyo Bong to the thing. What? What did he give you that you're reacting like that? What the? Illusionary sword technique, falling petal sword technique, and the iron slicing kick? Isn't the illusionary sword technique a martial art of an elite clan? Falling petal sword technique from the Mount Hua sect, as well as the iron slicing kick from the iron slicing sect. They are from the force of justice and the force of evil, respectively. And both our martial arts are expert ones. I shall give it my all to become strong enough to repay you for your grace that as great as an ocean, my liege. I swear I'll accomplish both your orders. He's even taking care of his cadets from the smaller clans. Like, he's so good. I'm going to give my life to serving this man. Come on, bro. Up until this point, they didn't know that all the remaining 99 books were different martial arts. Hyobong, Jinguk, Makil, Yon Dongcheon, and Gohari all received different books. Yeah, you see, like, it's tailored to everybody, I think, bro. So I think he's giving them books based on, like, what they would excel at, you know? That's so sick. Each containing expert martial arts. The vassals couldn't be more shocked. This was especially the case as some of them had seen Cheon Won's actions while browsing the 2nd and 3rd floor. Our liege was infamously called the rude bastard of the precious library. Facts. Because they always saw him just scanning through the books, you know, and not really reading them. But it turns out, he read them all because he has Nano. But he wasn't just carelessly flipping through all these books. Sir, did you actually memorize all these books? Well, yeah. Yeah. You truly are amazing. I didn't even know what to tell you. I'm clearly completely in awe, sir. The reason why there's a time limit to how long you can access the library is likely to prevent one person from obtaining too many martial arts. The martial arts that my liege gave those 5 are various martial arts from the 6 main clans. If we were able to learn the various martial arts of each clan, we can also analyze them. Exactly. Though I knew a bit about him, I was completely wrong. Our liege is painting a much larger picture than any of us could possibly imagine. Our liege is truly is a true monster. Yo, facts. He's like, boy, like, this nigga Prince Yo, that nigga's a fucking monster. Like, bro, don't get on his bad side. How is it even possible for someone to memorize all those books? Well, you're seeing the proof of such an act right now. Yeah, bro, it's a whole fact. Nano is like the most ridiculous hack he could have ever gotten, bro. It's crazy. Stop being amazed and take your books already. Yes, sir. Next up is Ji Ha-sun. Yes, sir. Kim Woon Bae. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We shall master them with all our might in order to not disappoint you. We will give it our all to meet your expectations. Phew, phew. There is one problem, though. Some of us have our own breathing and cultivation techniques that we've been mastering. But I'm pretty sure the guys like Jin Guk, who are from lesser clans and small martial art families, are in dire need of breathing and cultivation techniques. My liege, is this a breathing and cultivation technique? And as Big G is saying this man Prince Yo thought of everything, man. He even gave them cultivation techniques to help them learn shit, help them absorb the shit faster. Universal origin art, huh? I have that too. So I was worried about nothing. We also all have the universal origin art. What clan is this from? I never heard of it before. Huh? How can such a cultivation technique exist? Even though it moves energy through unconventional pressure points, it seems like it'll be incredibly effective. I didn't want to admit it, but this is far superior to the breathing and cultivation technique of my Dark Dragon Palm clan. Sir, where in the world did you find such a cultivation technique? He goes, and Prince Yo just staring daggers at him, bro. Daggers, just don't ask too many questions now, bro. I apologize, sir. I was out of the universal original art. It is a secret cultivation technique that was hidden on the 4th floor of the precious library. Well, let's see how this goes. Oh my god, he stared daggers at him, bruh. Oh, this is so tight, bro. The fact that he did this for his whole crew is just so sick, bro. I love it. So fire. 2 days ago, we're getting a little flashback here. I'm almost done copying all the martial arts books. But I wonder, which breathing and cultivation technique should I give them? Nano, have you made any major breakthroughs on the analysis of ki? The analysis of ki. Oh, this is it. Did he make this cultivation art though? Did he actually create this shit? We'll see. The analysis of the energy that is created from breathing is still in process. Is that so? As it is an energy that hasn't been substantiated, even with further technology, it is taking some time. But I am able to categorize which breathing and cultivation techniques are able to effectively amplify the energy of one's Dantain. Oh, then can you pick one out? The breathing and cultivation technique of the Heavenly Demonic Sword Art seems to have the greatest effect. Except that one. After that, there is the 1,000 martial breathing technique. That one's a no-go as well. I'll end up getting an earful from Master, true. After that, there was sample 37. What? Sample? I don't remember something like that. Sample on the book is in English in the Raws. So the MC, being from medieval China, doesn't know what the English word sample means. Got you. Okay. Makes sense. It is a sample breathing technique created from analyzing the book called Origin of Ki. It is the first floor precious library, and using the breathing and cultivation on the 1st through 4th floor as reference. Okay. Are you saying that you created? Yep, I knew it. So Nano legit made a breathing technique using books from the 1st to 4th floor. Are you saying that you created a breathing and cultivation technique? It is a byproduct of creating model sampling in the process of analyzing the breathing energy. When did you make this? It was created 40 hours ago after completing analysis on the breathing and cultivation techniques on the 4th floor. So, it was only 2 days ago. Then by any chance, did you also analyze the breathing and cultivation technique of the Heavenly Demonic Sword? As it is a breathing and cultivation technique that mixes both the energy of the physical and the movement of the body and the energy of breathing. I have not been able to complete my analysis yet. I see. Well, let me see this so-called sample breathing and cultivation technique. Understood. So we see the man sits down, meditates, lets out a deep breath. I can't believe this. I only cultivated for a short while, but this is almost on par with the 1,000 martial breathing technique. Wow. In fact, the way the ki flows inside the body is much more stable. All right, this should pair well with any martial arts. Beautiful. I wonder what I should call it though. Nano 37 art? The origin art. It is a secret cultivation technique that was hidden on the 4th floor of the precious library. So there really are lots of treasures hidden in the precious library. They really believe the man too, bruv. That's weak. It must be a cultivation technique from an elite clan that ceased to exist long ago. There's enough. That's enough about that. I didn't miss anyone, right? Memorize all the books I gave you by tomorrow, and then destroy every single one of them. Facts. Yes, sir. Ooh, he's like, nigga, memorize them shits in 1 day, and then burn the books. The next day, we see a beautiful shot of the mountains and the dorms. Oh, this is the training facility, excuse me. Northwest of the Demai Academy, isolation training facility. Thank you for seeing me off, everyone. While I'm in isolation training, I hope that the 6 swords will help the comrades that are a bit behind with mastering their martial arts. Imagine if Nano could mix and improve martial arts. That, bro, I was dead thinking that just now too. Is that if she's able to like analyze these books, right, and then create a new breathing technique, right? So can she also create a new martial arts as well? That's what I was also thinking too. That's very interesting. Got it. Focus on isolation training without any worries. I heard that your training is that your teaching is a form of training, so I shall gladly do it. So, sir. Let me take a sip of this real quick. You got a little cotton mouth. I wish you guys the best. And our boy dipping off. We shall pray for your health and safety. We hope you are successful in your endeavor, sir. So this is the isolation training room. It's a tad bit larger than the expert individual training room. I asked them to give me a lot, and they sure did deliver. These many grain balls should be enough to last me a few years. Grain balls are sensu bean like food from Dragon Ball. Okay. They not only last a long time, but they are filling and help improve the body's condition. Okay. So my man got years worth of sensu bean type food, bruh. Lit. Reaching master martial prowess. I'm honestly stumped. Nano, start off by transferring into my brain all the expert martial arts that were on the 4th floor. Understood. Transferring 245 martial arts books into the user's brain. My man grabs a handful of the sensu beans, of the grain balls, I mean. And then they are martial arts and elite clans and sects. But compared to the butterfly dance, heavenly demonic sword art, and the destructive sword art technique, they are far inferior. Though, I do feel like my horizon has expanded a bit from learning all these different kinds of martial arts. I should divide my daily training regimen into 3. In the morning, I'll practice techniques. In the afternoon, I'll spar against augmented reality avatars. And at night, I'll cultivate. Let's go. It's currently the afternoon, so I should spar against an avatar. Nano, activate augmented reality and set Cheon Yu Chan as the avatar. Understood. Displaying augmented reality version in the user's vision. Creating avatar for this simulation designated model, Cheon Yu Chan. For now, it'll just be a single Cheon Yu Chan. But later on, I should increase the number as well as the difficulty. My final goal is my master avatar. Oh, it's my master's avatar, yeah. Yo, for real, bro. 245 books, read them instantly, bro. That's like a whole... come on, that shit's crazy. My final goal is my master's avatar. I will surpass my master's movements from when he took down the prisoners of the forces of evil. Time to start. At this point in time, no one could have foreseen Cheon Yo-woon's isolation training taking a long time. Not even Cheon Yo-woon himself. 1 week after Cheon Yo-woon started his isolation training, the Vice Lord Cadet candidate of the Dark Clan, Cheon Mu-yeon, passed the 4th test by defeating an instructor. It was the fastest record in the history of Demonic Academy, not considering Cheon Yo-woon. So we have another guy who passed this 4th test in super fast time, bro. If it wasn't obviously this guy being a menace, our boy Prince Yo, this guy would be an issue. On the 10th day, Moon-gyu of the Dark Dragon Palm Clan was the 3rd to pass the test by defeating instructor Lim Pyong. That day, the cadets got to witness Moon-gyu jumping up and down for joy for the first time ever. She was celebrating over the fact that she obtained her own room. Yeah, true. That's facts. She gets her own room now, so you don't have to hide so much anymore. She was hype. The 4th to pass the test was Cheon Kyung-woon, the vice lord candidate of the Sword Clan. King, man, she just said, look, he looks saucy, bro. He looks sick. Even though we don't like any of Prince Yo's half brothers, they're all scumbags. But King, he looks fucking cool though. He wanted to pass the test before anyone else, but it took him longer than expected, as he wanted to make sure he could properly defeat the instructor. 2 months after, Cheon Yo-woon entered isolation training. Cheon Moo-yeon and Cheon Kyung-woon both entered isolation training as well. Scummers, bro. OD, bruv. It's a fact. Moon-gyu also felt the necessary isolation training, but she put it off in order to teach the vassals from last successor clans. Let's go, Moon-gyu, a homie. Around that time, Big G, the first sword among the 6 swords, passed the 4th test. Cheon Yo-woon's men were happy that the second vassal passed the test. Yep, that's Liddy. But Big G himself wasn't at all thrilled because he couldn't pass before Moon-gyu. Interesting. Damn, so he's tight because he's like, fuck, that nigga Moon got me, bro. 4 months after Cheon Yo-woon entered isolation training, Cheon Moo-gyeom, vice lord candidate of the Spring Clan, passed the 4th test and immediately entered isolation training. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this guy he got humbled real early in the beginning of the story, so I kind of want to see him not win, but I kind of want to see him do good now, way more than the other clan guys. Because he got humbled so early on in the story, you know? I kind of fucks with him. I shouldn't, but I kind of do. He's still a scumbag, though. Let's not forget, he's one of Prince Yo's half brothers. They're all scum. But I kind of like him, bro. The 2nd sword, Go Wang-hul, and the 5th sword, Woo So-jung, were two more members of the 6 swords that passed the 4th test. However, after 5 cadets ended failing, oh shit. However, after 5 cadets ended up failing the 4th test, no one dared to challenge the instructors for a while. So 5 niggas failed. In the 5th month, so we're really moving along here, like, rapidly through the months, bro. So it's been 5 months since our boy Prince Yo has gone into isolation training, you know? In the 5th month, the remaining swords, Ho Sang-hwa and Che Taek-gyum, also passed the 4th test. In the 6th month, Ja Woo-min, Oh Jong, Lim Woo-hwa, and Gong Jin-ho, despite all being from mid-sized clans, reach inept expert prowess. They holding it down, bro. Yeah, you definitely right. Yo, Daniel, you're definitely right, bro. He's definitely lucky he fought Prince Yo early on, because he would not have any arms right now. He's the coolest half brother, but he's still a fuck. Yo, you right, bro. I'm telling you, you're 100% right. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Like, he's a fuckboy, but we still kind of like him, you know? He's still a fuckboy, though. I love that these mid-sized clan members are getting expert prowess now. Love to see it, bro. In the 10th month, okay, so we skipped 10 months now since our boy has been in isolation. In the 10th month, Ja Woo-min and Lim Woo-hwa both passed the 4th test. Let's go. Come on, bro. But by then, there were a total of 15 people who had failed the test. Damn, man. After it had been exactly 1 year Cheon Yo-woon's vassals held another duel to decide the new six swords. Yes. I love this, bro. I love that even though our boy is not there, they're still running shit and holding it down exactly how it would be if he was there. That's how you know we have a solid core of like vassals and crew members for Prince Yo. Because they're running this shit exactly the same. Everyone doing their job. Bro, you love it. You love it. The final results were Moon Gyu as the first sword, Baek Ji as the second sword, Go Wang Hu as the third sword, Wu So Jong as the fourth sword, So Sang Hua as the fifth sword, and Che Tae Gyum as the sixth sword. So it's the same six that were the first batch, but they moved around a little bit. You know? Moon and Baek Ji switched. Gu Hang also switched, you know, so. Once the new six swords had been decided and over 30% of their comrades had reached inept expert prowess, Moon Gyu, Baek Ji, and Go Wang Hu all entered isolation training with peace of mind. Beautiful. 2 years after Cheon Yo-woon entered isolation training. It's been 2 years. We're really moving. The time skip we're got to get because obviously this is just us getting a time skip here, bro. This is all this is. Us learning, and I like that we're learning what happened when we could have just skipped to when Prince Yo gets out, you know? But we're getting like little bits and pieces of what happened while he was in there. Yo, man, imagine staying in your bedroom for 2 years training. Yo, facts. In your bedroom, just push-ups all day. Ha, ha, ha. Just push-ups, bro. I'm telling you. 2 years after, the majority of the cadets had ended up taking the fourth test. Among the 120 cadets, 71 passed the fourth test, and the remaining cadets were expelled. Damn. Is this Chinese? I believe it's Korean, but I think it takes place in China, but I believe it's made. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Korean made. But like the story takes place in China. Yeah, the story is based on China, but it's made. It's Korean made, exactly. Yeah. I was gonna say I thought I knew, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like that's what it's Korean made, but like the setting of the story is in like medieval China, you know? Okay, so out of the 120 cadets, 71 passed, and from Cheon Yo-woon's 34 vassals, 19 of them were among the ones who were expelled. So out of 34, we lost 19, bro. Which sucks, but that's life. Hyo Bong, who trained harder than anyone else, ended up reaching proficient expert prowess after 2 years. Yo! My man Hyo Bong. I love that, bro. That's so sick. Because we can't forget, this guy was Prince Yo's first vassal, bro. He's the first dude who was following him, who was like, you know what? You're someone I respect. And someone I'll follow to the end of the earth, you know? And for him to reach expert prowess, proficient expert, round of applause, bro. Hyo Bong. Oh, Hyo Bong. In 2 years, about 80% of the cadets that passed the fourth test went into isolation training. And so, that year, the duel of the six swords was skipped, okay? Bet. Thanks to that, the quietest period in the demonic academy arrived. With the exception of Cheon Yo-woon, the 70 cadets that went into isolation training finished their training and came out. Wait. Hold up, bro. You think he could become one of the 6 swords? Hyobong, I'm waiting for him to become one. I want it. Like I said, I'm with you on that, Daniel. I don't know if he can, but I really, really want him to reach one of the 6 swords one day, bro. That's what I'm hoping for real. But we see right here, with the exception of Cheon Yo-woon, the 70 cadets that went into isolation finished their training and came out. So he's still there. But not even 40% of them managed to reach master martial prowess. Oh, so they couldn't even reach the master rank. After 2 years and 4 months, Cheon Moo-yeon, the Vice Lord candidate of the Dark Clan, was the first to clear the 5th test, the sealed demonic chamber. Damn, bro. Dark Clan's over there going crazy. And just before it became the 8th month of the 2nd year. Jesus. Cheon Kyung-woon of the Sword Clan, Samang Chak of the Nahilti Clan, Gukshin of the Onyx Flame Clan, Moon Gyu of the Dark Dragon Palm Clan, Go Wang Hu of the Dark Fist Clan, and Baek Ji of the Gentle Kick Clan. A total of 6 cadets had passed the 5th test. And 3 of our homies passed it. Let's go. Whoa. Besides them, 7 people, including Cheon Moo-gyum, challenged the sealed demonic chamber, but none of them managed to pass. Wow. So our boy, not even our boy, our man Moo-gyum, he failed. And with 3 of the challengers dying, the cadets became much more hesitant about challenging the 5th test. 3 of them died. Oh shit. Bro, the 3rd year. So this boy has been in his bedroom training our boy Prince Yo for 3 years. Yo. In the 3rd year, another duel for the 6 swords occurred. Due to everyone's skills increasing from the result of the isolation training, unlike previous years, all the vassals challenged for the positions of the 6 swords this time around, completely shaking up the results. Oh my god. Please let our boy Hyobong get one. Please. Imagine the stink, bro. The man is, filthy in there, bro. I can't even imagine. Oh, man. The results were Go Wang Ho as the 1st sword, Moon Gyu as the 2nd sword, Baek Ji as the 3rd sword, Ho Sang-hwa as the 4th sword, Wu So-jung as the 5th sword, and Ja Woo-min as the 6th sword. Damn it. No Hyobong, bruh. Damn. Like that, another 2 months passed. See snow and shit. King. Huh? Not everyone's here. Whoa. Is that Go Wang? This dude looks older, bro. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see everyone's updated designs. I cannot wait to see these updated designs, bro. It seems that Moon Gyu and Hyobong went there again. So they're at the isolation training facility again. So we see my man Big G. Yo, everyone looks so sick now. I'm glad that they're at least going around as a pair. I'm a bit uneasy that they're by themselves. You're worried they're about nothing considering Moon-gyu's skills. It'd be nice if that was the case, but the battle of the heirs is starting to get worse lately. Cheon Kyung-woon even made another offer to you in the cafeteria recently. You think I join a bastard like him? I'm not saying I don't trust you. I'm saying that we don't know what kind of stunt they'll pull. Go Wang-ho is right. Cheon Kyung-woon is no different than Cheon Yu-chan. Who knows what tricks he'll try? That's why we're going around together as a group like this. I have a bad feeling about today. Oh my god. Not like this. I think we should go get them. Demonic Academy. Isolation training facility. What do you guys think you're doing? Crowding here armed with weapons. Oh my god, you see? And you see them here, bro. I have no interest in you, so stay out of this. I'll say this one last time. Are you sure you don't want to consider my offer seriously, Moon-gyu? And we see this fucking guy. I already refused you multiple times. I already have a liege to serve. Is that so? You know, I personally believe that a bit of educating is needed to obtain a useful pawn. See how he's talking about Moon-gyu? Pawn? Like, bro. How about this? If you win a duel against me, I shall let you go. However, if I win, become my vassal. Oh my god, don't do this, bro. Don't do this. Oh. And it just ends right here with this scumbag saying this. Bro. Oh, this is so annoying. I really hope Moon-gyu can put this motherfucker in his place, bro. Because, you see, they're all scum. Like I told you earlier, all the half-brothers. They're all scum. Every last one of them, bro. Deadass annoying, bro. Bro, this shit is crazy, though. This time skip? Another one. Now, even with her mask, she don't even look anything like a man. People don't notice? Yeah, true. She definitely looks like a chick, bro. Oh, yeah. This fucking cliffhanger, bro. Like, yeah, next chapter is gonna be crazy, bro. Fuck. Man. Bro. These were sick, though. I'm really fucking with the time skip. I really like how they did the time skip, you know? Because, like I said earlier, we could have just gotten Prince Yo going into isolation and then we cut away, come back, and he's out of there, you know? But the fact that we learned what happened, we learned, like, people leveling up during the time and all that, that was really well done. I loved it. So good. Bruv. The next chapter is gonna be so sick, dude. Moon-gyu better put their hands on this boy. Better put their hands on him. I can't wait to see how Prince Yo looks when he's older. 3 years? Bro, it's gonna be tight. But if you made it to the end, I appreciate you so much. These Jones went crazy, like I said. I cannot wait for the next one. Moon-gyu about to fight. Hopefully we see Prince Yo get out and see how strong he is, because he about to level up crazy. But yeah, if you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Also, sub to the channel because I'm bringing diff live reactions every week. But yeah, I'm going to see y'all next week. Stay safe out in these streets. And I'm going to see y'all soon. Peace.